Hey, Liz. Hey. Welcome back to Love Your Next Chapter. I know. Don't get me, you guys. I know it's been over a month since our last episode, but I want you guys to know that I truly miss connecting with each and every one of you. Just a lot of things that I've been doing on the back end. I've been working on my personal development. And if you've been following me on my YouTube channel, you know that I've been working on building my foundation with God. And I've been talking about my other products that I have, which is digital marketing, and I've been talking about how I've been taking some real estate classes. Well, just up until recently, you guys, I've decided that I wanted to reopen my virtual call center. So I'm really working on a lot of things on the back end. So I just appreciate all of your words of encouragement and your patience with me during this time. But I'm so excited to be here today as we dive deep into a topic, you guys, that's close to my heart, which is prioritizing what truly matters the most. Because sometimes life pulls us in a million different directions, but when we realign with our core values, we find clarity, peace, and purpose. So let's get started on this journey together, you guys. And we're just going to pray first and foremost and ask God to open up our hearts and our minds so that we can allow Him into our everyday life. In this episode, you guys, we're going to dive into why setting priorities is essential. We're going to talk about some ways to identify them, and we're going to throw in some practical steps to align your daily life with your core values. We'll even look at some personal experiences of mine and talk about some biblical insights to guide us along the way. First and foremost, let's talk about why priorities even matter. Like for me, life can feel overwhelming when it seems like every little thing demands like our attention. But here's the truth. Not everything is urgent and not everything deserves your energy. When you know how to prioritize, it's like having a built-in compass that points you towards everything that is truly important for you. So in Matthew 6 and 33, it tells us, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. When God is at the center of your priorities, everything else just falls into place. This isn't about managing your time. It's about aligning your heart with God's purpose for you. I remember a time, you guys, that I was saying like yes to every single little thing. Yes to work, yes to social events, yes to helping out friends. And I ended up so completely burnt out. I wasn't like focusing on myself, you guys. I wasn't focusing on my health. I wasn't focusing on my faith. And I was not spending quality time with my family. But once I learned to prioritize these core areas, my days became so much more clear and my stress levels like dropped so dramatically. It's just crazy. So let's talk about how to identify your top priorities. So everyone's familiar with self-reflection, right? We're going to start by asking yourself, what truly matters to me right now? It might be deepening your relationship with God. It may be investing in more time with your family. It may be pursuing a passion project. Just take a moment to really reflect on what brings you the most peace and fulfillment in life. And then we're going to apply this action step, okay? We're going to grab a piece of paper, or you can even go to your notes app on your phone, but just list down your top 5 priorities. Like, don't overthink it, just jot down what comes to you naturally. For me, it might be daily prayer, like healthy living, quality family time, personal growth, and career focus. Just whatever it is, list down your top 5 priorities. And then once you have your list, compare it to how you're actually spending your time. Like, what are you doing every single minute, every hour on your day-to-day time? Are there some areas that need like some realigning? Like, this exercise isn't about feeling guilty for what's missing. It's about making intentional choices so that you can build the life that you want to see come to pass. All right, so now that we have identified our top priorities, let's take some time to set boundaries to honor those priorities. Because one of the most powerful things that you can do is learn to say no. Learn to say no to the things that does not serve your priorities. Think about it this way. Every no is a yes to what truly matters. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but protecting your time is essential for your growth. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, it reminds us that there was a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Recognize your season and set boundaries that honor where God is leading you right now. Because when I first started focusing on what really mattered to me, like deepening my faith and spending quality time with my loved ones, I had to say no to events, no to opportunities that was not aligned to my values. And it wasn't easy, y'all. But the peace and the clarity that followed were so much more worth it, I promise. All right, so now let's talk about creating a daily routine around your priorities. We're going to instill some daily practices, right? So, we're going to start by structuring your day to reflect your priorities. Start with a morning check in, ask yourself, what's one thing that I can do today to honor my top priorities? It might be quiet time with God, a family breakfast, or a focused work session on whatever project that you may be working on. And then we're going to throw in this practical tip, right? We're going to use a planner or a journal to map out your day. We're going to schedule specific time slots for the activities that matter most, and we're going to protect those moments fiercely. Like, we're going to protect those moments like our life depends on it, okay? Because remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Every small step that you take to align to your day with your priorities is a step towards a more fulfilling life. So, in conclusion, you guys, today we talked about the importance of knowing your priorities. We talked about some ways to identify them, and we talked about setting boundaries to protect what matters most. When you align your life with your core values, family, faith, health, and purpose, you invite peace and clarity into your everyday routine. I challenge you this week to reflect on your priorities. Write down your top 5 and see how your daily life measures up. Trust me, because when you put God first at the center, everything else will follow. So, you guys, keep dreaming, keep pushing, and keep embracing each page of your new chapter. Have a great day, loves.